This episode was previously recorded in front of an imaginary studio audience.
Time for Fun Knife Friday!
Hi, all you knife chesters out there, your old pal Skip the Show back at you again. And you know what day it is, it's Fun Knife Friday. Now before we start talking about the fun here at the Volcano Club, I want to clue you in about something. Now my pal Tobias told me about this channel he heard about, and it sounded like it was something right up my what? Right up my
Brasshole?
Nope, not right up there. Alley, that's what I was thinking. Right up my alley. Yeah, so my friend Tobias told me all about this channel that sounded like it was right up my alley. And it's a channel called Wasted Beer Money. All one word, Wasted Beer Money. And it's a knife channel, but the guy, what he does is he talks about a knife and then he talks about a brewski. So you get two things in one video. You get a nice video of a knife review and a nice video of a beer review, all on the same channel. How great is that? He's right, it is right up my alley. Went over there, checked it out. It's a really good channel, and you should check it out too. Check out Wasted Beer Money. But before you check out Wasted Beer Money, stick around because, well, gotta answer a couple questions and gotta talk about Fun Knife Friday. Maybe Wasted Beer Money will be doing a Fun Knife Friday too. I mean, what could be more fun than beer and knives? Well, rum and knives, that would be fun. But beer and knives, Wasted Beer Money. But first, let's get on to with Fun Knife Friday here at the Volcano Club. Now, a while back, my buddy Tobias did a review of this knife here. It's a Buck Whittaker Bartender knife of some kind. And people said he'd better be careful, otherwise I might take it from him. And well, I wouldn't steal it from him. I might take it for a few days without letting him know, but I wouldn't steal it. And I definitely, it's not the kind of knife that I would use as a bartender either. This is a knife for somebody to use, well, for the amateur bartender maybe. It's got everything a bartender needs on it, but it's not the kind of knife that a bartender would use. Okay, and I'm going to show you some of the bartender knives out there that I would use as a bartender. But now I got to tell you, straight up, I haven't been a bartender in, oh, man, I can't remember the last time, man, that was back in my college days that I was a bartender. Did a lot of bartending on the side and stuff like that too, and but as a bartender, you know, behind the bar, making money, getting tips and all that stuff, back in my college days, long time ago. I think maybe one time after college I was a bartender. I think I played a bartender in a movie. No, I played a barfly in a movie. Yeah, Barfly number 3, I think it was. Yeah. It was a horror movie too. Talk about that in some other video sometime later. Yeah, Barfly number 3. But anyway, where was I going? Oh yeah. This is the knife. If I was going to steal one from Tobias, this is the knife I'd steal from Tobias. Yeah, I guess I could use it because it's got a bottle opener. But I don't even have to steal this one because Tobias gave it to me. Yeah, buddy, this is mine. This is now the official knife of Fun Knife Friday for me at the Volcano Club. So you're going to see it a lot. I'll flip it open. Welcome to Fun Knife Friday. Yeah, that'll be something like that. Something like that because this is my official Fun Knife Friday. But that's not a knife that I would use as a bartender either. So I'm going to show you a couple knives that bartenders would use, because bartenders do use knives, but most of the time you'll see those bartender knives, they don't have a corkscrew on them because the bartender has a corkscrew mounted somewhere and or they got one of them electronic things nowadays and you stick it in there, whoop, Cork's all out of the bottle of wine. You can pour it. They don't sit there and waste time pulling and everything. You got them sommeliers or whatever you call them that come out to the fancy restaurant tables. They have those fancy wine pullers they use and all that stuff. But if you're at a bar and you're working, you ain't got time to be pulling all them corks. You got somebody else pulling them, or you got this machine pulling them over on the side, and then you got that bottle of wine, and it's only got 5 glasses in it, so it's going to be empty before you know it that night. So, you don't have to worry about anything else with that bottle of wine. And then same thing with bottle openers. There's so many of them bottles. They're just a twist-off cap, but you'll see a lot of bartenders, even with the twist-off cap, they got a wall-mounted cap lifter. It'll just pop them right off, and they just go over there and they use one of them things. They don't mess around with pulling something out of their pocket and opening it or anything like that, and they don't need it on their knife either. But a bartender does need a knife, and they do use them, but not for what you think, and it's not like something they're going to pull out of their pocket and start using, because that wouldn't be sanitary. So now with that said, let me show you a couple actual bartending knives that you could use as a bartender. I'll start with this one right here. This is an Imperial bartender knife. Notice it just looks like a paring knife or something like that, but it's got a funky tip at the top. See there? Got that funky tip at the top, and the blade is actually a little serrated. This one actually has a bottle opener, but you don't really need it because you got other bottle openers around, so that's kind of a wasted space. And this is also one of those knives that was probably designed more for the amateur bartender at their house, so that they could play bartender at their fancy dinner party or something like that. What did they call them things way back when? Cocktail parties. They called them cocktail parties. I knew it would come back to me. Not all of them brain cells are dead. Yeah, back in the days when they had cocktail parties and stuff, you had knives like this that went out to people, and they'd use those at their fancy cocktail parties so that they could prepare all them mixed drinks and everything, all them frou-frou fancy drinks with all them fruits and everything. But what you got here at the tip, well, that's something for pulling out the olives and the cherries and stuff. Yeah, for popping cherries, that's what that's for. Now here's another one. This one was by Camillus. That last one was by Imperial. This one's a step up a little bit, and this was big back in the 1950s and so. Notice how slim that blade is. They actually designed this off of a steak knife, and then they also turned it into a fish knife. So Camillus did a lot with this little knife. Again, the blade is serrated. You got the tip there for getting your olives out of them long, skinny jars. Poke down, get your olive or get your cherry out, because you need to do that. This also has a thing up there. See that? That's a can piercer. That's for poking holes in cans at the top, like your, Hawaiian punch and stuff like that. You could pierce the can with that. And over here's a cap lifter. Again, you sit there and pop open your bottle. But yeah, again, this was designed more for the amateur hostess or whatever. They actually called it a hostess knife. But that was for your cocktail parties and stuff. Now let's get to an actual bartender knife, and you see it here. This is by R. Murphy and Son, and notice it's got some big old serrations going on there, but it's really good for cutting through them lemons and limes and stuff like that, and also you can do some zesting with it. And then you got your little tips there for getting your chunks of olives and your cherries and stuff like that, and just a all-around multi-purpose knife. Notice now there's no bottle opener, there's no corkscrew or anything like that on there, because this is just a knife you use at the bar for cutting up stuff and getting stuff out of jars and stuff like that. It's something a bartender can actually use, and this is more what you think of if you're a bartender and you're looking for a bartender knife. You don't think of something like this as a bartender knife. This is something that, I think Tobias even said, this is more like a picnic knife or something like that. This is for the amateur, this is for the professional. a couple other knives we use around here at the Volcano Club. Alright, this first thing I'm going to show you, I tell you what, it is definitely fun. And it could have been fun a long time ago if Tobias would ever broke down and did the review on it. It's called the Cleaver. This thing came out somewhere back in the 1960s, and it's been waiting forever to have fun. And you know what? If it would have shown up at the Volcano Club, it would have been having fun a long time ago. Because I tell you what, this is pretty cool, and I think it's deserving of a place like the Volcano Club. It's retro. The Volcano Club is retro. Everything works out fine with this thing. And it is really pretty cool. And kind of had a cool idea with it. See these bumpy parts here? That's for tenderizing meat. So you can tenderize your steak or tenderize your pork chop with it. Whack, whack, whack. Who doesn't like to whack a good piece of meat? You know what I mean? Yeah, buddy. Whack, whack, whack. I don't know if I'd want to whack everybody's meat with that, but I tell you what, you can definitely tenderize some meat with that one, right? And here, that's a pry. Yep, yeah, you can actually pry things open with that. You just slide it in there. Got a little bit of space there, and you can get in there and just pry it open. And this comes in real handy here because one of the problems we have at the Volcano Club is the freezers. Close the freezer and got to open the door right away, and the door will not open right away because of the suction. But with this, you slide it in there between the seal, pop it, and boom, you're right back into that freezer, no problem at all. So you can definitely use, we can definitely use that pry. And then this here, that's for like pulling nails and stuff. You can just slide it right up there and pull out a nail or a screw or anything like that. And this is for opening those tight jars and stuff. If you got something a little tight that you need opened up, you can just get it right in there and give it a little turn, and you can get it going that way. And obviously this edge right there, that's the cleaver part. Whack! Yeah, it's really good for separating things. For instance, put your hand down and whack! You can separate your fingers from your palm. How's that for a deal? Probably not the best way to go about things with separating, but yeah. And as always, just about everything in the 60s had some kind of bottle opener on there, and it's got a bottle opener too. So there you go. Cleaver. Yeah, beats the crap out of like Theodore Cleaver or something like that. This is the Cleaver. This one's got some brains behind it, and I think it'll look really good, if nothing else, hanging on the bar, on the wall behind the bar at the Volcano Club. The Cleaver. That's fun. Yeah, buddy. Go out there and massage your meat. I'm sorry, what's that called? Tenderize your meat. Love meat tender, love meat sweet. Oh yeah, buddy. Cleaver. And we got another one here too. One more knife to show you. And this one we actually use here at the Volcano Club. This one could be fun. This next one, we use it. Alright, remember when I said I would never steal anything from Tobias? Well, but I might take something without asking and use it for a while. Here it is, the Ulu. And talk about a fun knife Friday night. It's the Ulu. This thing is just perfect, especially here at the Volcano Club. For some reason, we got these people coming in here, and they're seeing we're all tropical theme and everything, and they want Hawaiian pizza. Don't ask me. Not something that I'd go around eating. Ham on a pizza. Well, anyway, we don't put ham on our Hawaiian pizza here at the Volcano Club because, hey, it's Hawaiian pizza. Gonna put something Hawaiian on a pizza, should be Spam. So we put Spam on our Hawaiian pizza. They're too drunk to know the difference anyway. Oh well, anyway. And this is what we use to cut them with. The Ulu. This thing is perfect for cutting pizza. It makes it so much more fun. And when you pull something out like this to cut your pizza, instead of one of those stupid little wheelie things or something like that, you get attention and people, whoa, that looks like fun. And then the next thing you see, and I think that's part of the reason we sell so many Hawaiian pizzas. We throw that thing down in front of them and wham! Slice, 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 slice. And they see that all happen and go, man, that's fun. Let's eat this real fast so he'll come out with another pizza and we can watch him cut it up again. Because we go nutso with the ulu cutting up pizza. Also use it for cutting up sandwiches. You cut up just about anything with an ulu. It's fantastic. Matter of fact, well, this one ain't too fantastic anymore. Done cut up so many things on it without sharpening it that it's kind of dull. So I think I'll sneak this one back over in Tobias's drawer and not let him know what happened to it. And then go ahead and buy a new one because this is from Right Edge. They only cost like $10. You can't beat it with a stick though for cutting up a pizza. Anyway, there you go. That's the real Fun Knife Friday for me at the Volcano Club using an ulu to cut up pizza. But don't forget now, as I wrap this up now, wasted beer money. It's Friday. What's wrong with having a beer and a knife? Check out Wasted Beer. Yeah, Wasted Beer Money. Just type it in, Wasted Beer Money. And go check out his videos. It'll be worth your time. And, yeah, unfortunately, I don't drink beer anymore. I don't drink beer any less either, but what the hey? Happy Fun Knife Friday! There you have it, Knife Chatters. Another Fun Knife Friday in the books. Remember, if your knife's not fun, you're doing it wrong. Skip out.
If your knife's not fun, you're doing it wrong, and Skip Out are registered trademarks of Skip the Show Enterprises. This has been a Cat Production presentation. All rights reserved.